There are so many functions that are going on within your body that are a fuck ton more intelligent, than your mind could ever even fathom. So how do you deal with stress? How do you deal with trauma? Stress and trauma are actually the thing that causes growth. If we know the proper way to process it, if we know the proper way to work with it. These protective mechanisms that happen, when something traumatic happens to you, you have a trauma response. And that trauma response is a defense system. And those defense systems happen on an instinctual level called fight, flight, or freeze. And those have been developed for thousands and thousands of years through evolution and biology within your nervous system. We are all animals, and we have forgotten that we are animals. And we are dictated by certain nervous system processes that we've forgot in our world. When something traumatic happens, you have a trauma response or you have a stress response. And that stress response or that trauma response is an intelligent response. It is the most intelligent thing because it keeps you safe in the moment. Anything that's traumatic that's going on or that has happened and someone has created a defense system in any sort of way, that is an intelligent thing. And we are always orienting ourselves to honoring the innate intelligence of this human being in front of us. All of your bodies are so innately intelligent and knows exactly what it's doing. You are repairing yourself on a cellular level every day. You are digesting your food. You are beating your heart. There are so many functions that are going on within your body that are a fuck ton more intelligent, than your mind could ever even fathom. There's more intelligence in one of your cells that your mind could ever even fathom. And when I orient myself and my nervous system and my electrical bubble to honor this person and the innate intelligence that's going on within their system, sometimes that's all it takes. But those defense systems that happen, the fight, flight, or freeze, which we'll talk about, those protect us in the moment, but they don't just go away. They don't just go away unless we know how to somatically process them, which our bodies already know how to do. It's an intelligent, but we in our culture have stopped it. We have stopped the process. So this innate intelligent defense system that happens in the moment, it doesn't shut off, it stays active. So people get stuck. It protects you in the moment, but after years and years or months and weeks and whatever, it becomes the thing that protected you in the moment becomes the thing that blocks you from your own intuition, your own creativity, your ability to manifest. You know, you could say, for example, that someone was sexually abused as a child, which probably some of you in here that might have happened to. It's common. Terrible. Your body, your innate intelligence during that moment, you were a child. You don't know what to think. You don't know how to process that. A part of yourself leaves during that, checks out. Dissociation is what they call it. You leave. When something of that nature is happening to you, you leave. And you could call that, flight, if you will, but not necessarily your physical body is flighting. Your consciousness is flighting from there, so it doesn't have to actually experience what's going on in the moment. And so, fast forward weeks, months, years later, maybe they're trying to be, intimate with their partner later on, and that same pattern of leaving is there. They can't be present. So it protected them in the moment, but later on, if that pattern isn't discharged on a body level, on an instinctual level, it becomes the thing that blocks you later on. Does that make sense?